So now that you have a strike assist, the first thing is just the difference between the two models. So the Model 1 or the spoon feeder model has a lighter spring and a clear head, and the Model 2 or the plugs and cranks has a sparkle head and the spring is 50% stiffer. If you can, use the Model 1. So that would be lower trolling speeds or lower drag lures, and that'll allow more extension at strike, which puts that hook further into the fish's mouth. But if you're trolling faster or if you're using lures that create more drag force, that would bottom out the Model 1 or not leave very much room for extension. So if there's less than 2 inches of extension room left, I would go up to the Model 2. And that's because if it can't extend at strike, it can't do its job. So go over to the Model 2, and there's a model selection chart that has miles per hour, trolling speed across the top, and types of lures along the left side, just like a dipsy diver chart correlates trolling speed to depth. And you can look at that chart and it'll give you a starting point for here's the trolling speed and here's the type of lure I'm using, which model should I be using. You can confirm that by putting it on the rod with the lure at trolling speed and putting it in the water, and you should see that it still has room left to extend. And so it's a good starting point, but I would still confirm it by actually putting it in the water. To set it up, you're just inserting the strike assist and a leader in front of the bait. So whatever your normal setup is that you're running, you're just adding these two things into your setup, and you can't have anything but the leader and the bait after the strike assist because it introduces additional drag into the system and it'll decrease the performance of the strike assist. So if you're running a spoon, you're just, instead of clipping directly to the spoon, you're clipping to the front of the strike assist, putting a leader, putting a spoon afterwards. If you were running a dipsy diver, instead of having a leader that connects to the dipsy diver, you have a leader that connects to the back of the strike assist, which then clips on to the dipsy diver. As far as leader length, you can use whatever leader length you want. Most anglers are using 5 to 6 foot leaders because when this gets to the rod tip, it's still easy to net the fish. There are guys that are running 20 to 25 foot leaders behind dipsy divers, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't affect the strike assist at all because it doesn't introduce more drag into the system. So you can use as long a leaders as you want to. You can find a lot more information about setup, use, and storage at strikeassist.com.